bacon, so.
But he knows exactly. He knows. Hello. He knows exactly why, because I said it in the video. I was like, you know what? You lie. You only get to lie on me once in here, and you lied on like day 4. Like I now know not to trust you. Period.
Well, I told you on day 2 they all made that alliance.
Oh yeah, in the parlor, but it was Juan, Keith, Dominic, and Cassie. Yeah. So that's why I was like, if you think I didn't notice or feel that I was not included in R8, do you think I'm an idiot? Like,
yeah.
Why would I not like seek out other people? Because I knew that with them I was like, I don't feel it, and you're not feeling me, so who cares, you know? And that's why, like, even I think like in my head, I think
don't fart in my bed.
No, I'm not.
I'm totally kidding.
Wait.
Well, I'm not kidding, but
Don't fart in your bed. I think really far forward, and in my head I'm like, if I were ever final 2 and there were people that were like, oh, you lied and you voted when you said you didn't, or you did this or you did that, and like, shh, we're trying to have a conversation. Stop. My thing is always like when I was talking to Cassie and she was like, you know, at least I'm leading with my integrity and I never lied to anyone. And I hate people who say that, because I'm like,
you're lying.
Like, what did you come here for? I mean, I'm not saying you have to lie.
Not just that, but if you got caught in one lie, then my word to you is void and you're a liar. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, you know,
no, that's
so stupid.
Like, I'm so tired of her like integrity speech. It's so ridiculous to me.
It's like, you should be on
like 4 alliances you were in, for God's sakes. Like, you're a liar. You know what I mean?
So you're saying that you weren't doing anything because you were.
So absurd.
And then she was like, you know, I didn't really get a chance to play.
And that's just the ones I know about.
Right. I didn't get a chance to play the game, and I'm like, oh, you're in other alliances, so obviously you played some sort of game. And then she said, she was like, the only regrets that she has from the game is that she didn't open up more to people. Like, she didn't open up more to me, and that she had all that stuff with Portia instead of trying to get to know Portia. And then she was like, even with Rachel, I should have tried to talk to Rachel and met her friend. And I was like, are you saying all this now because you want people to try and vote to keep you, or, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing about this game, is that when your back is against the wall and you're on your way out, you'll say or do anything on either side. Of course. The big extreme, calling people out in the backyard, to going around crying and making everyone think that, you know what I mean? Like,
pity party.
Exactly. And honestly, the pity party probably works better. So, but like,
I guess her and Rachel like made up this morning. I haven't talked to Rachel about it, but I saw them in the bathroom.
I know.
Like, how many times are we gonna have to hear the same stupid conversation? I'm so over it.
Oh my god, and fuck, who cares? Just, you don't like each other, fine. Moving on.
That's what I said. Who cares? Just avoid each other.
Because that's
you don't have to like each other.
Portia could be like, well, I mean, even after we squashed it today.
Or unless it's fire.
I was like,
It might be back there.
even after we squashed it, and like everything was fine after Keith got evicted, you haven't really said a word to me since then. And I was like, Portia, sometimes you just don't get along with people and you just don't mix and you just say fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be fake and pretend I like you when I don't. Whatever, sorry, you know. Or just give people time, and maybe like once it's worn off, like in a couple weeks, like we just happen to like start talking and we actually say, you know what, that's funny that we beefed the first week, but now we're cool. Like, not everyone's gonna like you. And that's why when we were all just sitting outside and Rachel was talking about that photographer, and she was like, he doesn't like us, but do you think you can help us? Like, you care so much that people like you, and if they do, like, you still want the photographer that everybody had, not because he's a good photographer, but because everybody had him. I'm like, that kind of shit just doesn't matter. And in here, it just seems like it just blooms and blooms and blooms. I'm like, I don't have time. So let them keep doing that girly, like that girl, catty, like, I'm like, fine, knock yourselves out. But after a while,
I think it'll be better after Thursday, though.
well, because she'll be gone.
Yeah.
And then there's something else I was gonna say.
She lost. me up just to see what he says, you know? Since we're cool. I'll talk to him.
I have no idea if he would put up.
See, I still don't think he'd want it. But he kind of knows he's in a spot where he might need it.
I asked him this morning, I was like, I don't know, I kind of feel weird, like, do you think that we're gonna go up next week? And he was like, I think we're safe. He's like, cause think about it, if Brendan and Rachel went, they're not gonna put us up. If Jeff and Jordan went, they're not gonna put us up. He's like, who's left? He's like, Adam and Dominic. He's like, they would never put us up. And I was like, there's only been so many people, do you know what I'm saying? So he's like, so I said, you know what, I think the house is gonna try and get Adam and Dom up again next week because everyone's trying to get Dom out the house. And he was like, right, he's like, that's probably what'll end up happening. He's like, and if not, we'll just win that veto. And I was like, true. I just don't want him to go for either way because I can throw the veto and it won't be a big deal. You know what I mean? But I don't know who he would put up. Which is why I don't think he would want it. Because he would want to expose himself,
Yeah, but if you're in a spot too though where you might be going home.
I genuinely think he thinks that we won't even get nominated. He may be on to the fact that he may not stay, but I don't think he thinks we're going up.
It's just that it's because next week there's only 3 people to choose from. And if one gets it, pull the other off. There's only 3, you know what I mean?
I think,
especially if it was like, say, Adam got it and then put up Brendan and whatever, then Jeff and Jordan used it and took them off, then you guys are automatically one of you's out. You know what I mean?
all I want is to make sure that no matter what happens, honestly, that we end up on the block and that one goes home.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Everybody wants him out. Everybody.
I know, but the thing is, like, I mean, even if we somehow made it to singles and somebody else went home, Lamont would still get voted out. If, like, somebody would put him up. Like, I think Lamont's like a dead man walking kind of thing, do you know what I mean? That where eventually you're gonna get out. It's hard because there's things of him and there's times of him around him that I genuinely like chatting with him.
I like him, but like
and there's times
for a second.
You know, and I'm like, but the underlying tone is that I don't feel like I can tell you anything worthwhile because you have a big fucking mouth.
And he does that crap where like when he's like talking to you game and he doesn't tell you anything and he's trying to act like he's all slick and it's like, I know exactly what you're doing or you're not being slick at all. It's so stupid to me.
And he's always just very like obvious to do, so we'll be talking to him like, that's right girl, we got this, I'm like, will you calm down, like to jail. Plus, I mean, he keeps reiterating